Currently, athletes participating in college sports have a lot to balance in their daily lives. Their day could include classes, homework, weight room training, study hall, and practices or games. With all this going on, it takes up almost all their day, and that is if they have no social life at all. This basically means that there is no way for a college athlete to sustain a regular part-time job. It is reported that college athletes are training, practicing, and/or weightlifting for 5 to 6 hours per day. That's a quarter of a student's day invested just into the team, leading to between 35 to 42 hours per week. That's the same amount of hours that a full-time job would entail, so student athletes are committing to a full day of school, plus equivalent to a full day at work invested into their sport, and are getting no pay for any of it. When taking into account the amount of hours already taken up by class and their sport, we also have to consider the amount of hours that a student athlete would need to allow themselves to complete homework. It is believed that the proper amount of study and homework time that a student would need is 2 to 3 hours of work outside the class for every credit hour, meaning a 15 credit hour week would require 30 to 45 hours of outside of the classroom time. The cost for school is a very large amount, and with all the things going on in their lives that have been discussed, there is absolutely no time for a student athlete to be able to add a part-time job to their schedule. With college costing anywhere from $9,000 to $35,000 per year, there is nowhere that the students are receiving help to cover any of this if the student is playing on a non-scholarship. Other non-athlete students who are able to get a job if desired and work 20 hours per week could make $4,480 over an 8-month academic term, leading to $17,920 over a 4-year span. That is a huge impact on the cost of tuition, but with athletes not being able to get part-time jobs, they lose out on that much money towards their schooling. The average student now graduates college with $37,172 loan debt. This is a huge impact into the start of a young adult's life, and the amount would be even worse if the students did not have a part-time job during school, like all student athletes. Not only does not having a part-time job have a direct financial impact, but it also makes an impact on the athlete's resume and not having any job experience, making it tougher to get a job. There are other impacts on an athlete's future other than just financially. There are huge health impacts later on in life that are caused by the sacrifices of the athlete's own body that they make to help their school's winning ability. It is tough for an athlete to give so much to their school by using their body but not get any pay in return for it. Athletes commit so much time and effort to their schools because they want their teams and schools to be the best in sport as possible, yet no financial assistance is given in return. Athletes are apparently devoting too much time to their school sports to benefit their teams that it is negatively affecting their own schooling. Because of the impact that sport has on the athletes' finances, schooling, and their bodies, they really have no choice after college but to hopefully go pro to become successful after school. They need the medical care, finances, and jobs that professional teams can provide them because of the sacrifices made during college. Because of those sacrifices made by the student athletes, there are a lot of benefits that come for the school. When athletics are thriving for a school, colleges receive many benefits because of it. A successful athletic college will see increases in direct profit from the sports, an increase in enrollment, sponsorship money from outside companies, and money coming in from selling branded clothing to people looking to support the school's teams. When the money comes in for a successful college sports team, not $1 goes to an athlete. It all goes back into the school towards staffing and towards the team's coaching salaries. The current highest paid coach in college sports is Coach K from Duke University's men's basketball team. He has an annual salary of $8.9 million per season, and there are many other coaches across the country that get paid similar amounts. Not only are players not getting paid, but they are not even allowed to market themselves to make money on the side. This includes selling name-branded jerseys, taking pictures, signing endorsements, or signing autographs to make a little bit of extra money. This would be very tough for student athletes struggling for money and seeing professional players make lots of money off of signing autographs and taking pictures, especially when the students are signing the autographs anyways, but can't make any money for them. College sports are a billion-dollar industry, which in certain cases become more popular than professional sports. There are times on TV where college sports will be aired over professional sports, so it does not make sense that the athletes that are on TV are not getting paid, yet the ones off TV are. When college and professional athletes are committing the same amount of time into their seasons, it seems very unfair to the college players to not be paid. They play the same sport, they travel a similar amount, both being across the country and in certain cases around the world, and they both are aired and streamed on TV, yet college athletes are still not paid. College athletes need to be able to receive some source of income when not having the ability to get a job, whether that be a salary similar to a part-time job through the league or the ability to sign sponsorship deals and make money branding themselves. It needs to happen in some way or another, or college-aged athletes will be looking for a way to avoid college instead of wanting to go there and get an education.